Check. Yes, sir. Welcome all masters. Welcome for oneness meditation Katha session. Today we have Master Sreekanth Garla connecting from USA, and he will be sharing on a very interesting topic, B.E.A.T. And I will give a short introduction about the master. Sreekanth Garla is an IT architect by profession. He started his spiritual journey in the year 2004 with the help of his family members. In the initial days, practiced meditation for self-development, and he also constructed a rooftop pyramid with the size 11 by 11 in Hyderabad, India. After coming to USA, he started to spread meditation under the roof of BSM USA. Later on, with the guidance of Brahmarshi Subhash Patriji, they started PMC USA and PMC USA multilingual channels, which are currently being operational with 5,000 plus subscribers. Very warm welcome to you, masters.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Namaste. Namaste to all masters. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are on the globe. First of all, great pranamams to our Grand Master, Brahmashri Pitama Patriji, without whom we are all not here. He has shown us the path of this wonderful living, I would say. He has taught us on how happy we could live with whatever situation it might be. So great thank you. Thank you, Sankeet, for that wonderful introduction. And kudos to you for organizing such good events. And there is, I know, because there is a lot of planning which goes behind this, and you have been following this from past about 2 months or so. So you are planning well ahead in that format. So thank you very much for that. And I would also thank Oneness Meditation Qatar group for doing great activities. And thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to come to this platform and share my thoughts. So with that, friends, let us get into the session. Yeah, as Sankeet was mentioning, I got introduced to this meditation through our family members. But as you know, the path of spirituality, I would say, is you need that small ignition fire to know what this life is about, right? Something. You need some kind of a trigger which will allow you to think who you are and where you are and what we are doing and things like that. So that trigger should happen to everybody, right? Without that trigger, the journey cannot happen. As how if you want to drive a car without the ignition to start the car, you cannot drive it, right? So you need that kind of an ignition, that quest to know what we are, and then we can build on it. We can go beyond it, right? So that ignition happened to me through my parents and my kids. But for a car, just starting is not enough, right? You need the gas, petrol, right? Or diesel, whatever, to move further. So that way, we can go from one step to the other, keep on evolving ourselves day by day, right? So like that, there are a lot of masters or mentors, I would say, who have helped me. The ignition was given by my parents, but that mentoring was done at various levels by various masters. I would definitely want to thank them at my session, because we cannot forget how we have grown or how we have moved or how we have evolved, right? So I would like to thank my sister who helped me initially to open up and to open your mind to whatever new is coming. And that is how I started to appreciate and learn with that one word, to being open, right? So I'd like to thank her. And later, after moving into my journey, I met Chandra sir, Chandra Pulamarasatti from Buddha CEO, if you know. So from him, I've learned the power of abundance, right? So there is no shortage of anything, my dear friends. There is a lot of abundance of everything. We need to have a right thought to have a right intention to pick the right things, right? It is all abundant. It is not that we do not have money. It is not that we do not have choices. There are a lot of availability of resources. We'll have to just put our right intention and pluck and pick and take whatever is needed, right? So I've learned that art from Chandra sir. And the other mentor I would like to thank is GK sir, with whom I've learned any corrections what you see, or any bad things what you see outside, the correction has to be done inside, my dear friends. It is not that he is doing wrong or something is not working there. If you see anything of that sort, my dear friends, which means there is a learning in it. So we need to learn something out of it, and the correction is to be done inside and not outside. That's a great step. What I've learned it from GK sir. So like this, you'll get to meet a lot of masters. You'll get to meet a lot of books to carry on our evolvement, I would say. So keep learning, keep moving forward, and keep experimenting, I would say. And so from all these masters, I've learned, and I'm taking this movement here forward here in the US. So as Sanket mentioned in the introduction, I'm one of the co-founder of PSSM USA, and we do great activities here. As you know, US is a big region by itself. So there are various states and various masters where we have, and we help coordinate, and we'll provide them the platform on doing such activities. So I'm very fortunate that I've been part of it, and we have been maintaining these channels called PMC USA and Multilingual, where we stream all our activities and things like that. So if you have any chance or any time, please look onto our channels and see the work, or see the wisdom, or any meditation sessions, whatever. If you're interested, can go through them, friends. So with that, let's get on to this session, my dear friends. Today's topic, what I was planning to talk, is about the subject what our Grandmaster Brahmashri Pitama Patriji introduced, called B.E.A.T, B-E-A-T. That is the topic I've decided to talk today, because this is the subject, my dear friends, we should have learned it in our schools, right? Because it's so basic and it's so important in our day-to-day life that that we have missed all the way along, right? Because today in schools, whatever we have learned is all related to materialistic science, my dear friends. There is no science related to our self-evolvement, right? So these, at least in initial years of my schooling, there was a subject called moral science, and that also was removed, right? So they gave more importance on engineering outside, in the outside materialistic world, and they did not give importance to the engineering inside, right? Which is equally important or more important than outside, because if you do not know how to engineer this sophisticated body structure what we have, then whatever we do outside is not going to help us or others, right? So we need to first help ourselves, know this sophisticated system on how it is set up and how it can function. Like say, suppose if we have our phones, right? We know what are all the features it has, how can we set it up, how can it work efficiently, how can it charge efficiently, right? For this small equipment, we do, or we take care of so much so much interest in improving the performance. But how about this sophisticated body, my dear friends? So the camera here, we talk about what, 15 megapixels, 20 megapixels. The eye, what we have is about 100,000 times more than the capacity of the camera, right? If you know, right? If you see a scenery and if you want to take a picture of it, the scene, what you see with your eyes, you will not be able to capture in your camera. What does this mean? It means that we have so much capacity of our eye than the camera, right? So it is so sophisticatedly made, this whole structure of our body, and we are not utilizing to its fullest, right? Because of ignorance or because of lack of knowledge, right? And this is all what our master, Grandmaster Brahmashri Pitama Patriji made it into a simple technique and simple knowledge where everybody can understand and follow, so that we can implement in our day-to-day life, my dear friends. So that is why this whole subject is so important. Easy, but so important to understand and very important to implement, right? So if you would have heard this subject before also, because it's nothing new. I just wanted to still bring it on so that every master in spirituality, my dear friends, if you take a novel or a fiction book, you read it once, and if you read it second time, you'll feel bored because you know what is coming, you know what is the ending of the story and things like that. But for spirituality, my dear friends, there is no stale information at all. The same information over and over again, you listen to it, you will not feel bored. You learn new perspective when new speaker or new master is talking about it from their knowledge and from their perspective. You'll always learn something new, my dear friends. That is why even today you read Bhagavad Gita, you learn something new, right? You read some information from Vivekananda or Buddha. You take any spiritual wisdom subject, you'll not feel bored, because every time you read, you learn something new, right? So even if you know this, just listen to this. You might learn, you might catch a newer point there, okay? So with this, let me share. I have some slides so that it is easier. Will I be able to share, Sanket? It should be, right? Okay. Let me
It has
know.
not come, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now it is.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now it is perfect.
This. Okay. You're able to see full screen now.
Yes, sir. It's perfect now. Full screen.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the concept we are talking, my dear friends. B.E.A.T. What is this full form of B.E.A.T? Right? I'll come to that. But before going to B.E.A.T, we need to talk about energy, my dear friends. There is different kinds of energies we talk about in our schools, right? Kinetic energy, some synthetic energy, a lot of energies which is used for our mechanical engineering or electrical engineering, where you can want to build things. But the energy here we are talking about is cosmic energy, my dear friends, right? So this is the cosmic energy which comes into our body, and that is the energy which drives our day-to-day activities, right? Without energy, we cannot live. With how you are procuring energy is a different subject altogether, but we all know that without energy, there is no life, right? Now, how can you procure your energy? Probably you would have discussed in many other sessions that energy comes through, some people say food, drink, and all that. But maximum energy which comes to our body is through sleep, my dear friends. So the deep sleep, what we take, not just sleep, that regular sleep, the deep sleep, right? That is when the energy, cosmic energy, gets into our body, and that is the energy which is used. Say, suppose if you are not having a good sleep on any given night, you know how it is going to be the next day, right? So cranky. So we all know that there is some magic happening in that sleep, right? That magic is nothing about this cosmic energy which comes into your body at that deep sleep level. Now, in today's world, with all these highly, what do you say, this the day-to-day activities, what we do, we are not getting good amount of sleep, right? That is the whole reason why in today's world it has become much more important to find ways on how we can source this energy, right? In olden days, it is not that important because everybody used to do physical activities, and then they used to have a good sleep and get energy, right? But in today's world, it is not so. We are stressed out so much. We are using our mobile phones all the time, and there is no good valuated sleep, I would say, right? Everybody are stressed out in something or the other. So that is the reason we are facing into a lot of stress-related issues and no concentration. All this is because of no lack of sleep, right? So that is why we are looking for an alternative methods on how we can source this energy. And the best and the easiest way of sourcing energy is meditation, my dear friends. Right? So that is why Patri sir always says there is a very close relationship between your sleep and meditation, because you are replicating that sleeping methodology into your meditation, but with awareness, right? So you are gaining more cosmic energy in meditation than what you get in sleep. So that's why energy is so important, and sourcing that is that well important too. Now, so after so much of struggle, you are able to source that energy. Now, are we able to keep that energy and utilize that energy to use our body in a suitable manner, or are we wasting our energy sources? That is what this concept talks about. This B.E.A.T concept does not talk about sourcing of energy. It talks about little bit, but how can you utilize that energy in its fullest form? Say, suppose you have a pot filled with water, right? You have gone to a river and you have got pot of water after so much of walking, and then you put it on your head and you're taking it. But say, suppose that pot has holes in it, right? And by the time you fill it and go to your back home, it would have been empty without using it for the purpose what you filled it, right? Because it has a holes in it. What is the point of filling the pot and taking so much of pain filling it? What is the point if you're not able to hold it and use it for the purpose where it is needed? Similarly, that is what is happening in our day-to-day life, my dear friends. You're not able to sleep well first. Even if you sleep, you are able to grasp a little bit of energy. And since the activities what we do, we are not able to retain our energy or utilize the energy in a best form. So that is why we get stressed out and we get tired and things like that, right? So this whole concept is talking about how you can amplify your energy, right? So as how you have your, as we talked about earlier for a phone chargers, right? It is earlier we used to charge the phone for once in a week, right? When we have that flip phones. So when days came by, the phone became smarter and smarter, which means it needs more electricity, more charging capabilities we need to increase. So we used to charge over a night to get full 100%, right? But now that is also not enough. We need the charge to be done in what? In 1 hour. In 1 hour, we need that 100% charge so that we can utilize. You'll utilize that for 8 hours, and then you need again a charge. Again, you charge 1 hour, again you utilize for 8 hours, right? So how smart you become, or how smart the phone became, how that is how it needs more charging capabilities. Similarly, we are becoming smarter and smarter in today's world, but are we having enough energy to keep up to that smartness, right? So this is the concept we are talking about, is how to amplify our energy system, right? That is why this is called body energy amplification technology. See, such a beautiful concept. Sir has made it a nice package and given it very easy for us to understand. Right? This is all we talked about. We'll have to enhance our energy and always keep it to the peak level so that we can perform better. How is your phone working when it is fully charged? It works like that, right? Similarly, we need to always have our energy to the peak levels so that we can give our best. How do we lose energy? Right? So if we are utilizing it well, then we take the right decisions, we take the right step moving forward. But while we are losing our energy, then we have all this, the mental challenges. All these are the loopholes, my dear friends. When you are not maintaining your energy levels, that is when you stressed out. We talked already. Okay, can it be improved? Yes. How it can be improved is what we are going to see in 10 various steps. Okay, the first and foremost is food, my dear friends. Because food, after the sleep, food comes to the next point on where you can gain some kind of energy, right? Very little, but at least that is the highest after sleep. That's why food is very important. We all know animal food is not a food at all, right? There should not be any violence, because if you have violence outside, there will be violence inside, right? With violence, this body cannot handle the energy system, my dear friends. So only if you keep non-violence outside, you can keep non-violence inside, right? So that's why there is no question of food of an animal at all. That is not enough. Eat only when needed, right? It is not that how we tend to do is, it is 1 o'clock, it's lunchtime, go eat, right? It's 8 o'clock, dinner time, let's go eat, right? Instead of eating based on time, we should eat based on hunger. We are hungry, go eat. Doesn't matter we are eating 4 times, 5 times. If you are hungry, go eat, right? But don't go by time. So these are all things. If you go by time, which means there is a leakage. So you'll have to stop it. If you can stop the hole, then you can store the energy. We are talking about the pot, right? We need to block all the holes so that the pot is full and the energy is full. So what are the other leakages? Cooked food in refrigerator, my dear friends. Here, at least in the US, using of microwaves and refrigerators is very, very, very common. Of course, the microwaves and the refrigerators are well sophisticated, well engineered, but still not good. We can use refrigerators for storing your vegetables, fruits, all that, but not cooked food. Do not store your cooked food. This is a leakage, my dear friends. And microwaves. Recently, if you have heard the news, Japan, South Korea, everybody are stopping to use microwaves by end of this year or by end of next year. They all understood on based on the research, they've identified that one of the major reason for cancer is through these microwaves, my dear friends. So we should not be using the microwaves at all, right? That is one of the leakages which we need to. And quality and tasty food. Instead of eating a lot of food, little food with good quality and tasty, right? These are all good points where we can block the hole. Splitting of the doses, right? Don't have to eat everything at once. Whenever you're hungry, you eat multiple times. Doesn't matter, 4 times, 5 times. You're hungry, eat little bit and done. Tasty food. And once in a while, fasting, my dear friends. Fasting also helps a lot. When you fast, you are giving the system time to regenerate, right? So these are all the things what we need to do on the item food so that we can block all the holes as needed, my dear friends. What's the next one? Water. We all know how important water is, right? As we all know, it is about 65% of our bodies is with water, my dear friends. So water is so important. We need to drink as frequently as possible. Drink it consciously, right? We always do, even for food. When we are eating, let's be conscious in eating, right? Not seeing something, not talking something. Eat what we should know what we are eating, every bit of it, so that we can enjoy the taste, we can enjoy the aroma, right? Like that. Even when you're drinking water, just focus on what the temperature of the water is, right? What are we drinking on? Is it on a glass or a bottle? Or how is it going, right? How is it going inside? Just focus on just drinking, right? And of course, taking bath, right? We know how important it is. If you also notice, all more or any decision making, if you want to make while you are taking shower, you will get very good ideas, my dear friends. That is why having a bath is very, very essential and important. That when you are cleansing, it cleanses your aura also, right? So once it does, then you have a clear mind and clear thought. That is when you get your creative ideas. So water is very important. Speech. So Patri sir has emphasized a lot of things on speech, my dear friends, because every word what we talk should be meaningful and should be useful, right? Should be pleasant to the person who is listening to it, right? So we do not need to have a high voice, right? Everything what you wanted to convey can be conveyed with love. Only if you want to do something wrong, then you need the power, my dear friends. So when you're doing good, we do not have to worry. We just have to gently speak, right? And when necessary, we do not have to do gossips. The gossips is the first thing which will drop through meditation, my dear friends. By default, it will drop. You will not feel like gossiping. You cannot talk about a person who is not in front of you. Doesn't make sense at all, right? So this is the first bad habit which will drop you in meditation. on its own. You do not have to do anything extra. You just have to meditate and the gossip will get cut automatically. As how we have done fasting, we'll also give some rest to our speech and be silent, right? Be silent when you do not have to talk. We need not participate in every conversation, right? You can talk only when needed with simple and comprehensible language. We do not have to be too complex on using the words, right? Communication is just a language from one person to the other. It can be as simple as possible. Okay. And of course, through meditation, if you practice meditation, you will get the clarity of speech automatically, right? Getting rid of gossips and the clarity of speech, these two things comes automatically when you practice meditation, my dear friends. What is the next one? Seeing. Wow, seeing. This is one good thing I've seen with Patri sir, physically experienced. When you talk to Patri sir face to face, he directly contacts your eyes, my dear friends. If you have noticed, if anybody has experienced with him, he directly contacts your eye and talks. And when he's talking, he goes into your eye and touches your soul, my dear friends. That's how deep he can see you. And that is how we need to see. We cannot shake hands and see somewhere else. Then there is an energy loss. But if you see through the eyes, then there is an energy gain. So that is why Patri sir always he sees your eyes and talks to you, right? So this is a very good quality which we have learned from Patri sir. Sleep. We talked about sleep enough. Just whenever you're doing meditation, it's fine. But before going to bed, whatever time, I usually do about 30 to 40 minutes of meditation before I actually sleep. But you at least have to observe your breath before going to sleep so that you can have a pleasant sleep, my dear friends. Because sleep, as I said, is one of the major activity and it's a gift to the mankind. And it is very important to us so that we can gain this cosmic energy. You can split your doses, right? It is nothing wrong when you sleep sometime in the afternoon. It's okay. Quick nap so that you recoup your energy and you can do much more greater activities after that nap, right? So sleep is very, very important. Breathing. There is a very close connection to the sleep, right? So 6 hours of unconscious sleep is 1 hour of conscious sleep, my friends, right? So breathing, sleeping has very beautiful connection. That is why it is called Anapanasati, the inflow and outflow of breath. The observation of it is called Anapanasati in Pali language. This is what Buddha had discovered after so much of research, and Patri sir is just following that. We do not have to reinvent the wheel because Buddha has done that kind of research already. So we just have to follow. Emotions. This is one good point, my dear friends, where you need to know, because this is the point where there is a lot of leakages usually. People say when you are meditating, how can you be angry, right? Doesn't matter. If there is an emotion, it needs to spill out. We do not have to suppress inside. Suppressing the emotion inside is the leakage of the energy, my dear friends. Doesn't matter. You want to laugh. You want to be angry. But the thing is, you do not have to carry that emotion forward. Spilling out does not leak the energy, but carrying will lead the energy. So always be expressive, be any emotion, bring it out so that you are not suppressing it. And by suppression, as I said, we are losing energy. So be as explicit as possible. Yeah. Physical touch, right? If you see the touch should be a friendship based, my dear friends. If you carry a baby, how happy you feel because you're touching the baby and you are exchanging the energy there. That's why you feel so much of happy. So that's why when you shake your hands, you feel so happy while shaking your hands because you are exchanging of your energy. So touching is a very great gesture to express or to exchange energies, my dear friends. And it is always should be friendship based. Even between husband and wife, when there is a touch, it should be a friendship based. Then it becomes more energetic, more expressive, right? So the touch is an important activity which should be friendship based. Doing normal work, right? When we are doing meditation, this also comes up by default. There are some characteristics, my dear friends, which comes by default along with your meditation. This is one of them. Being conscious, you might be doing multitasking, but when you are doing multitasking also, you are conscious enough, you are aware of what you do, right? Most of the time we do things half-minded, right? We are doing something and we are thinking of something, right? So we are not conscious enough. But by doing or by practicing meditation, we get to do everything with a lot of awareness, with consciousness. Then all our work will be done very easily. You'll be able to achieve much more things, right? When you are doing conscious, we'll have to understand what is the logic. You'll easily understand because you are putting your full focus onto that work. So you will be able to understand that logic, what somebody is talking about or what that work is about. So you'll be easily understand it and do your normal work. Finally, thinking, my dear friends. So thinking is one other great loss, because this hand movement, right? I'm moving this hand because I have control over it. I'm not going and hitting everybody like that, right? I know when to raise my hand, when to keep my hand low. I'm able to do that. But with the thought, we are not able to do it because it is not in our control. We have not allowed, or we have used our mind in a way that it goes wherever it needs, it thinks whatever it needs, and we just follow it, right? So that is the greatest loss of energy, my dear friends. It need not think if not needed. You should think only when needed, right? If there is no thinking involved of any activity, what we do, there is no thinking involved, get involved in some physical activity like a sport, game, or relax, or just sleep, or just meditate, whatever. But do not allow your mind to wander and keep thinking, keep working, because it is all wastage of energies. We are trying to block the energy so that we can utilize that energy in a betterment, right? So this comes through practice, again, through meditation, my dear friends. So these are all the ways where we can store or utilize our energy in a betterment so that we can do much more greater things. So Patri sir always says, when you are in the highest peak of energies, you can do miraculous thinking, right? You can do much more big things what you are capable of. But you need to have that kind of energy levels, and that energy levels come through meditation. And following all these methodologies, what Sir has given, will ensure that there is no leakage and can be used in a right manner. Okay. So this is all what I wanted to talk about. That's all I have for the wisdom. If you have any questions, you can, please. And then we'll go on to meditation. Ankit, do you want to take questions now or after meditation?
After meditation, we can take once only. If anyone wants to share it.
Okay. So you have some music or you want me to play?
You can play, please. Please, you can play. Sir.
I can play? Okay.
Yes, sir, you are. Thank you.
Okay, friends, let's get into meditation. Let's sit in a comfortable posture. Wherever you are, take out your glasses. Sit in a comfortable position. Clasp your fingers, cross your legs, close your eyes, my dear friends. I'll be playing some soft music. And follow my instructions. Do not open your eyes until I instruct. Friends, let's relax our entire body, starting from your head to the toe, my dear friends. Release all your tension on your forehead. By knowing or unknowing, you would have kept your forehead little tight. Leave it free. Free your neck. Relax your shoulders. By knowingly, unknowingly, my dear friends, you would have kept our shoulders very tight. Just relax, relax. Relax your back, upper back, lower back. You can lean your body, my dear friends, but ensure you are not leaning your head. Relax your stomach area. Relax your thighs. And legs. Feet. Just relax. Now let's focus on the breath, my dear friends, the inflow and the outflow, which is already happening. We do not need to force ourselves in the breath, my dear friends. This is a natural process. It is very soft in nature, tender. Not need any godly images at this point. No chanting, no monotony. Thoughts whatsoever may come. Go deeper and deeper. Starting mind. Get back to the breath. Of energy and plasma. Fluid activities are equally important. All the things will be this is the time to just spend for let's go deeper and deeper. Let's observe each and every breath without even missing a single. And deeper. Bye. Thanks. Let's give our gratitude. Really. Let's give our gratitude to our friends, family, to our mentors, to our gurus. To the nature, to the earth, every living being, every non-living being. All these are filters in some way or the other. Slowly get back to your physical senses. Final 30 seconds. Final 30 seconds, my friends. Only 10, Okay, my dear friends, slowly place both your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly take off your hands and open your eyes with a big smile, my dear friends. You have gained a lot of energy during this period, so be happy, be smiling always, and have a wonderful day or wonderful evening for you. Anybody wants to share something, any experience or any questions? I'm open.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, sir. Sir, very nice session, really. Amazing topic which you chose. And again, you have recalled all the 10 amplification factors. So again, we are recalling and again, we have to follow those things. Already we know, but again, it's like a recall for us. It's a very nice topic. Basic things which you're doing every day, we are using those things, food or water, whatever is there. It's a really amazing topic, and definitely we have to amplify ourselves with enormous energy. It's because there is abundance outside. So really great, amazing topic. And even the meditation was very nice. We felt very nicely. Spark also, the energies, your music, your guidance, very nice. Thank you so much once again for your wisdom sharing for people of Qatar here.
Thank you, Sanket. Thank you for organizing. Thank you for inviting me to this platform. And I just wanted to inform that our PSSM USA is currently doing a Dhyana Mahachakram USA for 11 days. And we are on the 4th day today. We have 7 more days. So people interested, please join. There are great masters who are joining at daily basis, and a lot of wisdom sessions, a lot of cultural activities happening, everything online. So please join when necessary, where necessary.
Sir, please you can share that. Sir, I will share in the group here, Qatar also.
Sure, sure.
Thank you so much. Sir, already shared, sir. Already one of my master, Ramya madam, she has shared.
Okay, okay, perfect. So please join where necessary. Thank you.
Yes, anyone else, master? Any questions or anything you want to share? Please, you can raise hands or you can unmute yourself. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Really appreciable. It's fresh up our entire system. Really, your the technology B.E.A.T. Really, it's amplified and tuned up into the reality.
Right.
Yeah, very much thanks for your well focused organizing this one. Really appreciable. Thanks. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thanks to Patricia for making it such simpler and easy to follow. Otherwise, it's too difficult to follow from Vedas or Bhagavad Gita, right? So, sir had made it as a simple to follow for people like us. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else, masters? Please you can unmute yourself and just share your experience or anything. Yes, sir. No questions. All
Okay. No problem.
Thank you, sir. Once again, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
To all masters, thanks for joining for today's session. Again, we will meet next week with one more master, one more wisdom. Keep meditating and enjoy your lives. Thank you so much, all masters.
Thank you.